One of the more seminal events in the history of higher education, particularly as it relates to equal access and opportunity, was the passage of Proposition 209 in California. Affirmative action policies that consider race as a factor in admissions to college and universities have been controversial since the introduction of these policies in the early 1960s. The University of California has historically been at the center of this controversy. In 1978, the university was a party in the Supreme Court case that upheld affirmative action while ruling out the use of racial quotas. Proposition 209 was a ballot referendum proposed in 1996 to ban the use of race, gender, and ethnicity in public education, contracting, and employment. This proposal was led by California Regent Ward Connerly. In 1996, the University of California, Berkeley, the flagship school in the system, was a majority-minority campus. 69% of students came from minority groups. Students held demonstrations and walkouts in protest of this proposition at campuses throughout the state. Nonetheless, the ballot measure was successful, receiving 55% of the vote. At Berkeley, the admission rates for Black and Latino students fell sharply. This trend was mirrored throughout the state. 1 year after passage of Prop 209, there was only one Black student in the entering class at Berkeley Law. In 1996, a U.S. District Court blocked enforcement of Proposition 209. However, the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals overturned that ruling. Many UC schools adopted alternative admissions policies to increase the diversity of their entering classes. At Berkeley Law, the Coalition for Diversity was founded to increase diversity at the law school through strategies to increase the enrollment of students of color. Over the years, this coalition has produced a number of pipeline programs for prospective and admitted law students. Nonetheless, Proposition 209 remains the law of the land in California. The legacy of this proposition has been immense. Similar programs and policies have been initiated in the state of Washington, Michigan, and Nebraska.